Hello everyone, my name is Liam. I'll be demonstrating how to properly, so from before that, I'll be properly demonstrating again how to fold your napkin. And then we'll be moving on to how to properly set up your table for what you'll have for your dinner. But I'll be doing it in an informal setting. So with the base of your wine glass, water goblet, your dinner knife, your dessert spoon, your fork, and your salad fork, and then your mat. So first, again, I'll be demonstrating again how to properly fold the napkin, like you usually do. The same thing, you take these two bottoms, fold it up, make it like a halfway, and then take the two again, put it all the way down. Make sure it's like this, if you can see. And I'll be flipping it. So you do it twice to make like a pocket. So if you can see here, this is my napkin, the simple napkin. You can do it in this method. So moving on to the next part, I'll be properly setting up the table. So first, we have the mat here. And then we have our dinner plate right here. Then we have our dessert spoon, our dinner knife, our regular fork, and our salad fork. And then I'll be putting the water goblet and the wine glass with the napkin folder. So over here, this is the informal setting of how to properly set up the table for an informal dinner. If you were to have a dinner, there would be a lot more. There would be a bread plate with a little spoon. You'll have a dessert spoon, dessert fork. And if you can just imagine, they'll have a lot more than just this. So if you can see how the table is already set up, this is how usually you will properly set up your table. So the next thing is I'll be teaching you how to do proper table manners when you're at the table. So when you're at a formal dinner, supposedly when you're at the dinner, supposedly you wait for the host to tell you to sit, and if you have the chance to sit, then you'd be given to pull your chair and sit down. So the next thing you would be doing for your table manners, you'd be unwrapping your napkin and making sure it's on your lap for usage later on, for when you need to wipe your face, or if you need to clean up any excess food that you got all over your body. And so the next thing first is you'll be waiting for your food, right? And before waiting for your food, you wouldn't want to put your elbows or anything, or your face, or show any improper conduct. So before you wait for your food, your hands and your elbows will be down by your lap so that you can be prepared for the food. And once the food comes, a reminder is supposedly as the host tells you to eat, when the host specifically tells you when it's time to eat. So before then, once you get your food, immediately keep your hands here, keep your hands still, and as the host gives you the right to eat, you can dig in. The next thing for you to do is, since for most formal dinners, sometimes a lot of people have a hard time figuring out which one is, which glass I should take, or which one is the bread. And so supposedly B and D. So B is for your bread and D is for your drink. So to remember where everything is, you won't have to be too nervous, because in a formal matter, you'll have waiters serving you to be able to define which one is the water cup, which one is the wine glass. And also when it comes to specific styles, there are two types of styles of eating. Specifically, there's the American style where when you supposedly you pick your fork, you pick your knife and fork, and you slice the food. If you can imagine there's steak or anything, you would want to pick it up, leave your knife here, transfer it over, and just eat. That's one way. Another way is the continental style. So you slice up the meat again, and you just pick it up and eat it from the same hand, where it's much easier to use because you don't have to switch. In other cases, when it comes to a lot of for example, picking up if you need to use the phone or if you need to use the restroom, gladly fold your napkin in a way that you would need to do so that you can cover up whatever mess you have here and be on your way. Or you can, before you leave, you can also do this in order to let the waiters know not to touch your food because you're not done yet, or like this to demonstrate that you're not done yet. Or if you are done by the end of the meal, you can do it like this to accentuate that you are finished with your meal. And so overall, this is how to properly set up your table in an informal setting, but with a formal setting you will have much more. And then this is how you'll also demonstrate proper table manners. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.